Charlotte, and this is the brand new season, and we are in the Gen 4s, except this is my own official quote-unquote series that I'm hosting, so that I don't have to mess with everybody in actual officials. I think it'd be more fun if I just hosted my own. That way we can maybe have some clean races and make sure we have the correct rules in place. It sounded like officials were going to do single file restarts with lap cars to the inside. However, they had some bug that popped up where a caution would come out and they would stay under caution for the entire remainder of the race with single file restarts, lap cars to the inside enabled. So at the last second they switched the official series to double file restarts, which I just do not want to do at all, which is why I was going to skip running officials in the first place. So we are doing single file lap cars maintain position, which is not exactly correct, but it's at least single file restarts. And Nick ran those rules in his Nashville race, and it seemed like they did okay. Didn't have any problems. Hopefully we don't have any problems with that. But first race, we're just following the official schedule, and I wasn't paying attention, didn't get on the brakes in time. First race is at Charlotte for 80 laps here. Hopefully have a fun time. I am keeping track of points as well. This is just going to be the 12-week season. We're going to run normal Winston points, however we're going to do 2 drop weeks for the 12-week season, so we can afford to miss 1 or 2 races. And might be fun, who knows. We're here at Charlotte. Car is very, very tight. We're running the fixed set, except I made quite a few changes to it actually to try and get it to turn. But once the race actually starts, it's still going to be plowing tight. I think I put a little bit more turn into it, and I think it feels a little bit better. And off the corner, you got to be a little bit careful because it will jump out on you if you're pushing it a little too hard. But
there's the flag. It's over.
Well, that's the pole at the moment. But once the sun goes down, the track temp cools a little bit. It's still going to get really tight. I tried to get as much out of it as I could, but didn't seem like to matter anything I was doing to it. It just stayed really tight. Why are we on pole with a 5:49? What is that about? I didn't even really try that lap. I don't know about that. But yeah, week 1 here, we got Charlotte. Second week of the official schedule is Bristol, and I literally just hosted that race, so we're going to replace that with something. There's currently a vote going on in the Discord about what we should replace it with, and currently Old Atlanta is winning, so that is probably what we're going to end up running. We'll just have to see. But there's a few other choices on there. But looking right now like we're going to run Old Atlanta next week instead of Bristol. I have no problem running Bristol, and it's a really fun race, except we just ran it, so I don't really want to run it again this soon after we just ran it. If it was later in the season, I wouldn't have any problem keeping it, but being week 2, I don't really feel like doing it again. But yeah, 80 laps should be fun. Just looking to have a good, fun, clean race. I don't care about points. We got points just for fun, just to have something else to race for as well, and something to keep track of for the whole 12 weeks. But the main thing is let's just have a fun, clean race and see what we can do. I'm at 65 for the brake bias. But yeah, here's the changes I made. I've messed with the tire pressures a little bit, and the rest of this stuff. I don't know if this is a very good setup. I basically just raised the track bar a ton, lowered the front bar, and what else did I do to it? Air pressures I already mentioned. What else did I do besides that? I don't know if I did anything else. But I raised the track bar up a lot because they always keep it way too low with the fixed setup, so I messed with that. I'm still on pole, and I'm getting the pole. And I don't know. I don't know how that is. I guess because I went a little bit later. Good luck to everyone. Don't know how I did that. Nick has some storms going through his area right now, so we just connected. Hopefully he can get in here and do the race. He's going to be starting towards the back if he does. But decent field. Everyone in here we pretty much know. We've raced with before. Should be a fun race. And I get to lead a few laps and get those 5 bonus points for leading a lap. At least the first one. That is very surprising. Unexpected. But I will take it.
Estimated SOF is 2,951. We expect to be fighting for the podium.
About a 3K strength of field, which is what we've been doing for pretty much all my hosted races since I've started hosting again for the Xfinity and the Gen 4 race.
Waiting on the final car to grid.
So that is fine. We'll see if Nick can get in the race or not. Luckily, he has a 2-minute grid time, so we're just going to wait the full time here, see if he can make it in the car or not. And if not, he might just have to start a lap down or two, but hopefully not too far back. It'll be hard to get back up there. I don't know if I really like starting on the pole. It's going to probably cause me to drive a little too hard at the start to where I'm burning up there right front. I don't know.
You have 2 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth and have a good run.
2 sets of tires for 80 laps. You should only need to pit once for fuel, but depending on how cautions fall, we may pit more than that. Starting at about 5:30. Start time is pretty much the same as they're doing in officials, except I have 2 times time acceleration, so see how that goes.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye. Alright, man.
Shouldn't really get into nighttime, though, I wouldn't think. Might get 2 hours in sim that pass by, which would get us to about 7:30. And if we get a bunch of cautions, 8 o'clock maybe, and it's not going to be too dark by then, I don't think. This late in the year or middle of the summer. I can't believe we got pole at Charlotte. Not a track I've ever had top end speed at. I guess just because I waited a minute while I was doing the intro, and that I guess gave me a special cloud or something that everybody waits on, but I was just doing the intro. Yeah, Bryce starting in 3rd, L. Layton up in 2nd, Colton on the outside 2nd row. Try and get a good jump here and lead a lap or 2. I imagine we're going to get the real fast guys passing us pretty quick. We'll see how it goes. No start zones. I went over why I don't like those. But I will wait just a second here while we get closer to the front stretch.
Green, green, green.
And we get a really good jump. Oh, this thing's wobbly. Takes a minute for the tires to get up to pressure, but once they do, you can really drive it pretty hard and be alright. Colton already up around the outside going for, or easily into 2nd place. He's going to be coming up for the lead here in a moment. I don't consider this to be Season 3 of the Diet Dr. Pepper series or anything. This is just a for fun thing I'm doing as a substitute for official racing, because I like racing everyone in the league more than I like racing random people in officials. So I still think at some point we'll probably do a full-length season with like an actual real-life schedule that we will base that off of. That being said, Colton is the defending Gen 4 champion in the league, so I imagine he's going to be the one to beat week in and week out in this little series. I guess I have some pace. I don't know really where this came from. I'm just trying to be nice and easy. Thought about starting in the back, but I was like, no, let's just qualify. It's already getting really tight in 3 and 4. It started off with the fixed set just plowing like you couldn't turn at all first few laps. I've gotten some of that dialed out, but still not as much as I'd like. But I think that's just the nature of this track and this car. Cars always tend to get really tight here at Charlotte, especially 3 and 4. And that is a bad corner. I'm going to be falling off at some point. I do not expect to keep the lead for the majority of this. I believe I am pushing too hard, as I feared, not having somebody in front of me to show me how to get off the gas sooner into the corner. Since we have a little gap built up to Colton, I'm going to back it off just a little bit here. At least attempt to. It's easier said than done. We're still green as well, so I didn't make the setup too undrivable. So far, at least. We'll see how it goes long run. I didn't ever really do a long run with the setup. Yeah, next week will probably be Old Atlanta, unless there's a major swing in the voting. But I'm not going to decide what track is going to be until we get to next week. So you've got this whole week to vote on that little poll in the Discord if you want to have a say in what track we run. You can vote for more than one as well, in case you have a couple that you wouldn't mind seeing. Benjamin on pit road. Something must have happened to him, or he's had some connection thing. I think he got joined late, so I'm not sure if he just got in car or not. But he does disconnect right now. We got Colton, Eric, and a Leighton right behind us. Nose to tail, and then it looks like a really big gap back behind them. We've got some clean air right now. Unfortunately, no Billy in this race either. I think he'll normally be in them, but was busy for this first one, so hopefully we'll see him in the next few coming up in the series. He does get a drop week. I think he's another one that could definitely be in contention for this little championship. Having the 2 drop weeks is going to be interesting, because in the first full-length season we did, you really weren't in contention unless you ran every race, and we only had like 2 or 3 that ran every race, just because of the nature of the points system. So I think adding some drop weeks will be beneficial, especially just having a 12-week little season here. Eric going for the pass on Colton back behind us. He does complete that. He's going to be coming up looking to pass us pretty soon, I imagine, and we probably will fall back to 4th once he gets to our inside.
Yep.
I'm not trying to push it over my head or anything right now. I'm still trying to roll that bottom without sliding the front end, but I'm sure I'm heating up that right front more than I want. Eric gets a little wobble behind us. We got a little wobble. You just can't get this thing to turn in 3 and 4. And we have to lift coming off the corner. That's going to get Eric to our inside. It's going to get him past us. We can slot in behind him maybe. Colton doesn't quite get here. But we do grab the wall a little bit. Because this thing's kind of unstable off the corner, I will admit. The longer we go on this run, it might get worse. I don't know. Like I said, I did not do a long run.
The leader just did a 30.438.
Starting to get a bit loose through the center. That might be something to contend with. But it's kind of cool to have that instead of plowing tight like you get every time. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm really getting on that right rear right now. Colton just behind us. Hasn't quite got the run on us yet to make the pass. But he might if he goes to that outside. I think. Now he's going there.
Outside.
He's going to complete it this time. The outside's pretty powerful.
Still there. Hold the line.
He wasn't able to get the run around the inside, so he jumps up high. Gets by us, flies around us, and he's going to go try for the lead now. And we got a Leighton just behind us, and then Justin and Nick Martin a little ways back. Awesome first little run, though. This thing is getting a little bit harder and harder to drive as this race goes along and as these tires get heated up. I kind of like the challenge. Hopefully it doesn't get too ridiculous. You can see everyone trying to hold on to it off the corner. This is a lot of fun, actually. 3 and 4 is the struggle corner, though, for sure. The thing's one to over-rotate on the dog leg. Oh, here comes a Leighton around the outside really, really fast. He just shot around us. I had to lift to make sure I didn't push up into him. We might want to go up top, or at least the middle, because he flew around there. I don't want to get caught out there, though, and put too much wheel into it and then get really out of shape off the corner or anything. Fuel-wise, we can do another 31 laps. I did practice one green flag pit stop in case we need it. We may end up needing it. This has been a great start to this race, though. Especially with how hard the car's getting to drive. Ooh, Leighton and Colton both tapped the wall a little bit. I don't think they hit it too hard, though. It didn't slow them down any. And I massively overdrive the entry. That's all right. Ooh, Colton's slipping up off the bottom a little bit, out of 4. Eric's just getting away from us. He's holding that thing really steady up there. Oh, Leighton got loose. Colton around the outside of him.
Stay high. All clear, all clear.
Colton goes high side in 3 and 4. Maybe where you need to go to track down Eric.
You're in third place.
Puts us back to third. Leighton falls back a little bit. Go back to the bottom here. I think Colton might be getting a little bit tight. He's struggling center a corner a little bit, but is getting the good drives off still. But maybe because he's waiting longer on throttle center a corner than I am. After that loose moment, Leighton's kind of falling back. Imagine he'll get back up here. Maybe his tires just got a little overheated. Ooh, Eric up there getting a bit wiggly off of turn 4. Is he going to start coming back to us? Did he push his tires too hard and get them heated up going for the lead? I don't know. I think he's seeming pretty solid, but Colton really overdrove 3 that time. Up into the wall. He lost a ton of momentum. We're back to second place. I wonder if he got up in the marbles or something. The thing just wouldn't turn for him. Going to that really high groove.
Well, I've got it. Y'all have a good night.
That's unfortunate for whatever happened to James. Want to make sure, try and get slowed down for 3 and 4 so we don't have whatever happened to Colton happen to us.
The leader just did on 30.78.
We were a 10th quicker than he was. He's still running that bottom lane. This thing's kind of got the Class B car wobble down the straightaways. I think my setup has kind of accentuated that. I think the car kind of has it a little bit in general, but I don't think it's quite to this degree that it normally has. I'm kind of liking this middle line. Seems to be working for me a little bit. Eric's coming back to us slightly. But I overdrove 3 and 4 that time again. If we get to his outside, then we could probably pass him back. Oh, now he goes to the top side. Looking to find some extra speed. But he gets a bit loose. We still got to do a pit stop. We're not close to the end of this one by any means. Almost halfway. He goes up high in 1 and 2 again. We nearly get underneath him, but not quite. Up high, that high in 3 and 4 is dangerous. He gets a bit loose. Gets us to the inside. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything in 1 and 2 with it, though. No, not quite.
Stay low.
Oh, we just clear him. Out of 4, slide up. How about that? Back to the lead on lap 33. I'm going to go back to my middle line. I'm liking how that's feeling. This has been crazy fun. Holy cow. I'm not really saving tires very much, but we've got a pit stop coming soon, so I'm not too worried about it. We're going to get some more laps led, maybe lead the most out of this and get an extra 5 bonus points. Wouldn't that be something? I need to check and see how much fuel this thing's putting in for me. Eric making another run at us. Oh, this thing's getting squirrely.
Ignore that.
Stay high.
Back to our inside. I can't look at fuel right now. We're kind of in a race. Eric got his tires cooled off, and now he's coming back at us. He might be able to clear us here off of 4. He does. He got super speed down low all of a sudden.
Next car is clear. The leader just did a 30.924.
Maybe you just don't want to be in clean air. Maybe that's slower. It wants 13.6 gallons. Let's go ahead and put 15 in and then take 4 tires, and that should be fine. Well, we got back to the lead, led a couple more before he took it back. I'm surprised we were able to pass him so easily, and then he came back just a couple laps later and passed us back. Oh, there's a loose moment. The fastest way to pit is going to be pitting at halfway, but as I was just about to say, I feel like we may get a caution. So I may have stayed out long there just to be safe, and comes out right at halfway, we'll pit and get ready for the restart. JP up to 7th. Good to see him in a race. Haven't seen him in a while. Nick is in 16th, so he must be on track. Is he a lap down? Didn't say he was.
Pit road is now open.
This has been fun. I am loving the way the car is feeling. It's really squirrely and on ice, slipping, sliding around, but that is awesome fun to drive. I was enjoying that a lot, and we had some speed on top of that. That's surprising. We'll go down and take our 4 tires and fuel. Our pit box is all the way at the end of pit road.
Pit box in 10,
Which is crazy.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
61, 63. I think that tire percentage was pretty good. Car feels really balanced, but sliding around.
Alright, that's it. Go.
Eric beats us out.
1 set of tires remaining. Line
We
up
just
super file.
squeak ahead of a Leighton.
Well, catch the 24 car.
70-70 for Chad. But I think he said he was out, unfortunately. That was a fun first run, though. This could be a really fun drive to the end. We should be good on fuel. Yeah. We basically filled it back up. But yeah, this version of single file is not having the indefinite caution bug, at least it seems like. We're going to get the 1 to green here.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Lap cars maintain position, but Dylan's going to get the wave around the pace car since he was at the front of the line. Lucky Dogs wave arounds are enabled since we don't have race back to the line. Since the field gets frozen instantly at the caution, makes sense to have Lucky Dogs and wave arounds. I think, anyway. That was a really, really fun first run, though. That was awesome battling with the Leighton and Colton and Eric back and forth. It looked like either one of us could have been up front. Eric looked like to be the strongest. We passed him back, and then he just flew around us on the inside. What was my tire temp? And the tires weren't even that hot. 219. Not that bad. Alright, in sim time is 6, almost 6:30.
Get ready.
We'll have one more hour of racing in sim, most likely, and be at the end. We're right at halfway on this restart.
Green flag, green flag.
You get a decent-ish jump,
Ricking's on the front stretch.
and they're already wrecking, apparently. I didn't see anything behind me, but the spotter said they were. Somebody may have missed a gear or spun the tires, I don't know. No caution, hopefully nothing too bad happened. I can't see from up here.
Alright, man. Halfway this
There's
time.
smoke up here, unfortunately. Might have been Daniel. See him
Did on 30.
on the F3 first.
2, 2.
You get a massive cloud over the track now. Can't barely see, it's so dark. Oh man, it feels fantastic through 3 and 4 that time. It's gonna not feel that great in a handful of laps, but my gosh, it turned perfectly around there that time.
The car in C3 just hit the fastest lap.
That's unfortunate for Chad.
1,
Well, Leighton just set the fastest lap of the race, just behind us. We're gonna be right on Eric's back bumper. We just set our fastest lap personal of the race.
The car in C3 just hit the
Leighton keeps setting fastest laps overall.
388.
Leighton's going to be looking to pass for the lead pretty quick. I'm starting to overdrive it a little bit. That's going to not do good things to the tires. We get a big run down the backstretch, but we're not going to be close enough to dive it in yet. Modulate the throttle through the corner, make sure we can get it off the corner without slamming the wall. Leighton's falling back just a touch. Already feels like some life came out of the tires. We got a big run that time too, but nowhere to go with it. And then we drive it onto the apron. Leighton couldn't really maneuver around us though, but we slowed him up and ourselves. comes a Leighton.
Inside. Stay high. Drift across the low
I think
side.
we just get him by us and then cool these tires down a little bit. We got a big gap. Colton's fallen back quite a bit, surprisingly. We get big loose there out of 2. We'll see if a Leighton can challenge Eric for that lead. He's getting close. He's got a good run. Not looking yet. Three under a blanket here for the first place spot. What a race this has been. This has been really fun. He's going to go a bit higher, see if he can get a run off the corner, or maybe get to his outside before the exit. He's not quite there. He's going to cross over. Nope, he lifts a little bit. Now he goes low. He's got the line. Is he going to have the grip out of the corner to make that work? Oh, Eric gets the wall a little bit.
Next car is clear.
Side by side up front. Oh, and a Leighton did what I did, caught the apron.
All clear, all clear.
That pushes us back a little bit, but that's all right. We should be able to make it up, I think. One little slip up there for a Leighton, though, sends him way back.
All right, you're back in second. Next
Puts us
car
back
is
in second place. And we get a run to him. Man, the car feels really good right now. I am really liking this setup that I just made on a whim. I am surprised it's actually driving as good as it is. And it becomes a really fun challenge in about 15 laps. I love trying to force a loose car around the track without stepping over the edge. I think that's what these cars should feel like all the time. I mean, it's definitely tight still, but it will start to get squirrely on you.
The leader just did a 30.151.
Trying to catch back up to Eric. Leighton's going to be catching up a little bit. Colton not too far behind either. He's closing the gap slightly. Just can't quite get the run I need. I might try and go to the high side again. We still got a long ways to go, though. Leighton's coming back. I see him getting bigger in the mirror. Move up the track just a little bit. Get a little bit of a run. Not anything huge. Oh, we got a big run that time. Can we get to the outside before the entry to 1? We just get the call. Oh, but he's going to clear us back. We're not going to get back there. Middle of the corner, he's just slightly better. He pushes up a little bit through the center. Can we get back there? Not quite. He's making his car wide, but that's what you're supposed to do in the lead.
You got a Robert, I'll give it to you here, bud.
We kind of slid up to the center of the corner there. We lost some momentum. But we're still there. Right on his bumper. I don't know how I'm going to be able to make this pass, if I even can. Just keep the pressure on him. I doubt he's going to ever make a mistake, though. A big enough one for us to pass him, at least. We get the outside call, but I doubt this is going to work. Not from that far back. Oh, we're starting to get tight. Not good. Coming to 20 to go.
Alright, man, 20 to go. Go get him.
Colton is catching up still, ever so slightly back behind a Layton. Oh, we're getting that wobble.
Sorry about that.
I just feel like I've lost a little bit of the bite. But we're still getting good runs out of the corner. We're losing a little bit more in the center each lap, though, it feels like. Trying that turn down line. I don't know if it's any good. Come on. Give us a chance to get side by side. Just can't quite get a good enough run. We can go low here, but we're not going to get anything. Center of corner.
Go there. Hold your line.
Oh, it's just too dang tight down here.
All clear, all clear.
Though he didn't get as good of an exit as I thought he would. Almost got to his outside on the exit. Couldn't quite make that stick. Problem is, even if we do get around him, are we going to be able to hold him off? He came right back around us. First time we did that. Tires are hot. Got 15 to go. Still got a little bit of time, but I feel like it's slipping away from us a little bit. Still good on fuel. Let's go low for a second.
535.
I think I need to move the brakes back. Let's try to do that without wrecking. Get them as far back as we can. Don't know if it'll help too much. Might be worth a shot. There's the wall.
California, no damage to report.
We're falling off. Gosh dang it. I've heated up the tires too bad. Try and take another run at him. Layton has held off Colton. We may fall back behind a Layton if we keep losing time. Eric's sticking with that low lane. It's working for him. See if he ever moves back up in 1 and 2. He did that for a little bit in the last run. Got a couple lap cars up there. Daniel among them. I think he just bought the car before this race. I'm just not getting good enough runs out of the corner anymore. Oh, Layton's falling back. Last lap or two now. Colton might get past him pretty quick. Looking at the F3, they're pretty close. Well, still a few car lengths apart. Can we get closed back up on Eric? I don't know. Maybe lap traffic will slow him down a little bit. I just can't quite seem to close that gap again. We got 10 to go. Probably going to take a big mistake out of him, but I haven't seen him make any of those. I'm just getting way too dang tight. Putting too much wheel into it off the corner and starting to snap.
The lead is at 30.67.
Yeah, he's a 10th quicker than us now. He's got that long run pace that's making him hard for us to beat. Is lap traffic going to cost him any time? I think that's our only hope at this point. He's got us beat on tires for sure, and just downright speed. Oh, that slowed him up a little bit. Dylan's sliding up, making him go to the high side, but doesn't slow him up enough for us to have a chance. It's alright though, I don't really want to beat him like that, but for us to have another chance, that's probably what's going to have to take. Either that or a mistake, and we're the only ones sliding around nearly wrecking, seems like. Oh yeah, he's checking out from us now. He is checking out from us. We gave him a run. We were hassling him for a little while. I should have been backing it down and saving the tires a bit more. But he outdrove me for sure. Now he's got lap cars too wide in front of him here. How's this going to shake out? I don't even know if I can get off the corner in 3 and 4 on the bottom anymore. I may just need to stick to that outside. We got 5 to go. He gets around Daniel and Greg. Daniel's going to make me go low. Probably didn't need to, but I'm not going to be able to catch Eric, I don't think. Unfortunately.
Got one outside. Still there.
Try and get off the corner here.
Clear, all clear.
Oh man, we are unstable out of 4. Try and keep putting the best laps I can, see if he pushes up, hits the wall or something, but he keeps just putting in laps. He's got us. For sure, he's outdriven us. And he's just been faster. He's run a really good race. And this has been a really good race. I mean, holy cow. Yeah, we got nothing out of 4 anymore. Turn 4 has gone away for us. 2 laps to go. One more time, coming to the white flag. 1 caution right in the smack middle of the race. This has been excellent. Ton of fun, and somehow we were in contention for the win the whole time. That's not what I was expecting at all. But man, it was a blast. It was a blast. Holy cow. Final time down the backstretch. He's getting wobbly. He's tapping the wall, but he's got plenty of room as long as he doesn't wreck.
Right front tire is wearing out.
Yep, that's fine. Oh man, what a battle. Great race. That was awesome. Woo-wee!
Oh yeah, that was definitely fun. Great race, guys.
Great job, driver.
Great job to Eric.
Yeah, good race, everyone.
Great job to everybody else.
Nicely done, man. Great race, great win.
I melted my right front off trying to get past Ian. I should have just been more patient.
I think patience definitely played off. Eric was...
Nice job, everybody. Gavin, this is my first time racing with you guys. I had a great time.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Eric was running that low line, being smooth with it, not going too crazy, and good grief, he was uncatchable at the end. Uncatchable.
Eric, good win too, bud.
Yeah, thanks for joining. That was actually a really fun race. That was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Gavin. I had a great time.
Whew. 49.58. Not good for Caden. We burnt up the tires.
Good job, Eric.
Colton 49.47. Leighton had better tires than we
Thanks,
did.
guys.
Great job to Eric. He dominated this thing.
Yeah, Eric, I race with you sometimes at Flying Aces.
That was awesome. So we get the pole. We wind up second. Let's see if Eric's doing his donuts. Yeah. Get a shot of this. A Leighton third, Colton fourth, and Justin in his first race with us gets a top 5. Great job. Great job. And then here's the rest of the lineup. Nick ends up with the top 10. He has a really good comeback after not even sure if he can make the race. That's cool. That was fun. Good grief, that was a fun race. Oh, man. That battle for the lead was just... It's been a long time since I've been in a battle for the lead that was that intense and me pushing that hard to try and get back without one of us wrecking, or both of us. Like, that was crazy. I can't believe I had that much speed. I got the pole somehow. I don't know what the heck was going on for me to be that quick, but it was super fun. Let's take a look at those incidents. There's a couple we know. Some wall hits and at least one yellow. Oh, Dylan gets a bad wobble out of 4. Turn 4 was really nasty. Oh, James loses it down the back. Destroys the left front. I don't think this causes the yellow though, no. Greg pushing up the track a little bit. But nothing going on there. Got some cars around each other here. This could be the yellow. No, this is lap 29. Ian here. Cool, he was able to join. And that's nothing there. Colton up on that outside. He's still trying to get that higher side to work. I was trying to run kind of the middle, just right around that seam, and Colton was a lane, half a lane higher than that, a little bit. We're just gonna have to jump to the yellow. It's not even showing any contact or nothing. Let's just go see where the yellow was. It was right at halfway. Jump us right back where we were on Robert. Oh, Nick loses it. That's unexpected. And then some big net code there. Did he get a tap? Or maybe some net code? I think it's just massive net code. I don't know. Because he doesn't ever touch. Looked like he started going around before he got there, but it could have just been netcode tap. Christian was pushing up a little bit, but they didn't actually touch. It looked like he just started going around before they made netcode contact, but maybe that was full. All of it was netcode. I don't know. But that's the yellow. That gives Christian a ton of damage, and Chad gets the worst of that, I think. That's unfortunate. Nick, I don't really think gets hurt very much at all. A little left rear, just gets sideways, doesn't even back it into the wall. That ends Chad's day, though, unfortunately. After his excellent run at Bristol. And then we had something going on the front stretch, apparently. Oh. Daniel had to check up. They weren't going in front of him. He had to dive left, and Charles was down here, and they hit the brakes. Slide into the grass. I don't think either one of them got damaged, but obviously that sent Daniel to the back, and that's why he was getting put a lap down at the end. That's unfortunate. Just one of those stack ups on the single file restarts. I don't know why they're so much more difficult than double file, but double file never seems to have those kinds of stack ups like that. But other than that, what an excellent race. Holy cow. I cannot believe that was so much fun. Again, I'm going to host these all 12 weeks. Just going to run this instead of officials because, I mean, look at the racing we got. Plus, we get to race for some points, have something else to race for, try and win the championship. Eric's going to have the lead to start off. I guess we can take a look at those points real quick. First event points. See where those all ended up. Right there. Okay. 1 caution for 3 laps. 5 lead changes. Leighton gets fastest lap, but you don't get points for that in this series. Just for the Class B series, that's based off modern points. But you do get 5 bonus points for leading a lap, and then another 5 for leading the most laps. So Eric gets that to 185. We get 175. We led 17 laps. Leighton led 1 lap, so he gets some bonus points. And does anyone else lead one? Colton never got to the lead, did he? Apparently not. But, yeah. That's how the points shake out. And we'll keep going. And see how the next races go. Next race will probably be Atlanta. I guess we can take a look at the schedule I got in here now. For the Gen 4 that we're running. Sorry if this is hard to read. I'm in light mode. Atlanta, old Atlanta, of course, and then New Hampshire. I'm curious to see how they race there. I think that'll be fun. Homestead, we know that'll be a really fun one, and then Pocono. So that could be interesting as well. I'll put the rest of the season in here soon as well. Just got these in there to start with. But yeah, that was awesome. Great first run here in Season 3, 2025. Looking forward to the next 12 or next 11. It's gonna be fun. That was a great opener. But yeah, thanks for watching.